their elders and believe in pulling their
non-violence.
pants up.
Right.
Not cursing in front of elders.
Right.
What happened when you do all that and they still go out here and they pookie?
Because the thing is, I was talking about it last Sunday. My mom didn't snort cocaine. I snorted hella cocaine.
My mom did, yeah.
My mom hasn't been in a dope house.
Right.
Selling no dope.
Right.
Doing that, tricking women. I have tricked, girl, my ass done tricked women. Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
I have sold even coochie.
Yeah. No, that's real.
And that's just, how much lower can you get to your sister?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? I think about that part all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I sold her coochie for my stuff.
Have mercy.
Because I didn't ever do that for that. I have done it for other things. Yeah. I guess it's no different. But, I mean, I just didn't want to go out screwing for no drugs.
Understood.
So I took up a second job so I could have drug money. But I did have dudes that I saw, and they had to,
right,
cash out.
Understood.
That's just that. That was that then. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know the value of which I was handing away so easily.
Right. Because your mother didn't teach you those things.
That's my point.
Right. That's what I mean.
She
put morals into you.
Right.
So it really bothers me when I hear people in the media say they blame the mothers.
Yeah, because it goes back to self.
Yeah.
At a certain point, your child is responsible for themselves.
That's right.
And self-love should be taught, though.
Right.
And I was never taught that.
Oh, that's the difference.
See, I was never taught that.
Yes.
And let me be real. My mother actually used to call me ugly. I can't tell you that she was my best friend.
Gotcha.
That's not the story.
Understood.
Okay? But the thing is, like, actually, and I was talking about that once before. It's like, some girls have, bullies and different stuff like that. My mom was my first bully.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She hated that I looked like my dad so much.
So many children. Do you know
and
how
I
many
went
children
through
suffer
it.
through that?
I went through it, man. And I'm not dogging on her, but I'm just saying
the truth is the
that's
truth.
where the complex came in.
But you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to let you finish. I just want to put this footnote in. People fail to realize that parents are still human beings.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Parents are still human beings, and parents are subject to make and have made mistakes.
Right.
It's just that back in several other generations, they were just very good at hiding it from the kids.
Right.
Where in this day and generation, that's not so much.
Right.
So go ahead. I just want to say, I agree with that. Because people want to say, your mama didn't treat you like that. Yes, my mama did treat me like that. Yes, my grandmama did treat me like that. Or my daddy or my uncle. Yes, they did.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people don't want to speak up about abuse. Because when they do, it's like, oh, stop lying. She carried you. Your mama wouldn't. Oh, and it's, no, your mom
What did I say?
Right. Right.
I said what I said.
Because you went through it.
Yes.
Right.
But see, the thing is, my mother didn't put me through half of what I put my own children through. You know what I mean? So, life had a weird turn on me. You feel what I'm saying? See, I don't mind being raw and real about mine, because the thing is, that person and those situations are no more. We overcame them, am I correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so the thing is, going back to wanting that old thing back, that love that we chasing, I was born in a different era. So I can't say that I didn't see it, because I remember seeing people in love. I remember seeing people being happy about being pregnant. Now they getting happy, but they, everything is a show. You gotta have 2 or 3 baby showers, couple gender. Because we gotta reveal the gender. Like the motherfucker ain't gonna come out and reveal what it is. Like it ain't gonna come out and identify itself. Say that money.
Oh my goodness.
My God. And get dressed up to the nines. Girl, we have on cummerbunds and everything. everything. It's a big deal.
It is.
So the thing is, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's evolved.
Yes, it has.
It's lots of stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you this: if my son, say Buddy grows up and he goes and get him a little girlfriend, and he marries her, and we say this is how it happens, wishfully thinking. He goes and get this little girl, and they get married, and they both have careers, and then they start a family. I'm gonna be uber excited that he is starting his family.
Understood.
I'm going to put together whatever little whatnots he need me to put together. I'm gonna throw glitter on everything like he want me. You know, because they be doing that. They use a lot of glitter. Yes. If the baby need her eyelashes done,
Understood.
You know what I'm saying.
I do.
I'm here for all of the bull crap. I'm just saying this is what they do now, and I didn't know we did that. You know, well, back in my day, our day, we didn't do that.
That's true.
We came over. We got a little tuna fish, little fruit tray, rotel dip, chips, maybe hot dogs. If you went to somebody's, maybe because some people brought their churn, so you had to have hot dogs for the churn. Mm-hmm. Little jug juices, you know, things like that for the little kids,
and definitely lemonade, sweet tea,
you know, and deviled eggs.
Most definitely,
gotta have a deviled egg.
Got to. That's not. You can't even.
That's law in shower food.
Period.
Just so y'all know, it was a law in shower food. Yes, it's a law in shower food. That's just that. But either way, the love coming back. I want love to where it feels like, I mean, nothing, you know, to put me in a panic attack, but just to be excited about seeing them. It's been forever since I've been excited about seeing somebody. You ever had a song come on and you be like, I want to see my baby?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I want that back. I remember feeling like that when I was dating Draper. That's why I went back to that story. I know I took y'all around the world, but yeah, those stories and those songs are related. Till the Cops Come Knocking.
Okay.
We weren't even banging each other then. Okay? Mind you, I was not a virgin. So listen, to let you know that I was a hot mess. I was even a hotter mess. I was a hot mess then, baby. Let me tell you what I was doing. And yes, this is a detour, but listen. What I did was, I dated Draper for years. But mind you, I was not having sex with him. I was having sex with Kai's daddy.
Okay.
My neighborhood friend.
Okay.
So he was the only person knocking the boots. I was acting like to Draper I was a virgin.
Have and mercy.
So our first time I lied.
Okay.
I told him he was my first, but I lied.
Okay.
It was Conrad Jackson.
Okay.
Kai daddy.
Awesome. Hey, let's just get it all out.
I'm just saying, you know, because that's just to show you I've been trifling to men for a long time, but it came through listening to my mom and everybody, you know, the women around us. They was going through some things, and I would hear those late night talks on the porch when they was drinking them 40s and had the little bottle in that brown bag, turning it up and drinking the Coca-Cola behind it. I remember seeing my cousins in the backgrounds, Trisha, Letha, Don't Make Me Go There, what? Sharon, Moody, I done heard all them. Look, she done been with my sister talking about what a nigga done. You know? So my thing is this. I would rather have that kind of love than what I'm seeing now. So that's why I say I want that old thing back. I do.
I think a lot of us do, and the thing about it, a lot of us also are caught in an illusion because you have to work at that kind of love.
You do.
You know, that kind of love that we want, that old Dr. Huxtable and Claire Huxtable love, that your grandparents love, your grand uncles and aunties love, and you know, that kind of love. They worked hard. They went through things behind the scenes. But the difference between that love and the love that we see now is that they didn't disrespect each other publicly.
Right.
they didn't air all of their business out. Everybody in the neighborhood did not know what was going on in their house.
Don't we get messy now?
So, but now we like to expose, we like to put out there, and then you go home and then you work on it, and then everybody's looking at you like, well, she was just all kind of animals the other day and all kind of tools at Lowe's, and now that's your everything, and we better not say nothing about him or her.
Correct.
Because now y'all have worked it out, but it's your fault because you put your business out there.
Right.
And people are people. And they're interested in what they're interested in. And if you put some juice out there and the people are thirsty, it doesn't even have to be a negative thirsty. Guess what? That means that they have a right to say something about your business.
That's right.
And that tears down the kind of love that you're saying that you want back. People have to first learn to respect themselves before they can respect someone else. And a lot of people, as you stated, have not been taught that self-love. And if you don't love yourself, it's going to be hard for you to love God or anyone else.
Now you said something there.
And it does begin at home on that part. Because like I said earlier, for a child, they love their daddy and their mommy. They know mommy's going to be home. Mommy's going to help with the homework. Mama's going to help put the Band-Aid on the knee. Mommy's going to get warm milk when they're upset at night, when they have an upset stomach. Mommy's going to be there to do all that. But daddy is the hero. The son wants to be just like his father. He wants to be strong like his dad. The girl looks at other men to treat her the way that her father treats her.
And that's however he treated her.
That part right there. However he treated her. So I know people that have a good name in the community, but they're not well, and they don't do well by their children. They have people fooled. And when the children speak out, the children is a liar, or the other parent that tries to help the child, they did this and they did that, but not looking at themselves, realizing that you're hurting these children, and then they grow up to be loveless men and women.
Woo, loveless.
And that's why we don't have that kind of love.
Good grief.
Because I don't care what anybody says. Character building begins in your childhood.
It does.
And I'm a year out from getting my psychology degree. But one thing I do remember in class when they were saying a child is developed fully character-wise by the age of 7. So from the time that child is in your womb up until the age of 7, you're molding that child's character. Because it changes some, but not a lot. Now, hopefully a person does evolve with time. Like what I did in my 20s is definitely not what I would do in my 30s.
Right.
What I did in my teenage years is definitely not what I would do in my 40s.
Because like we said earlier, you got choice.
Right.
At a certain age no matter what I've taught
no
you,
matter.
you have the personal right to choose if you do right or wrong.
And think about the many people that was brought up that got discovered in a trash can and that were not violent criminals or mentally disabled and have been productive in their community. Those people are hard to love because they were never taught love.
Right.
Because if your dad and mom don't want you, then why should you want me?
And some of the best people, and that's the main thing. And see, the thing is, that's how it's so hard to accept love. That's the reason why I was like, at some point, I need to be by myself. And I did that for 5 years, almost 6 years. I've been single, so like trying to figure out if I would even know love if it came.
Because we grasp at every little straw that resembles the love that we think or that we yearn for.
Right. So it's like I can quit screaming, oh, I'm looking for a good man. I'm looking for a good man. I can't be. I ain't done shit to get one. I ain't prepared for now.
Well,
my credit ain't right.
I need you to go back to that point. You haven't done what? What was that?
I ain't prepared.
You haven't what?
Prepared for one. And I think you should prepare.
Prepare. Because preparations are always wonderful.
I didn't say prepare for no action now.
Right, but I love spontaneous. Don't get me wrong. But those things that you prepare for,
you're better equipped.
You're better equipped for, And those things
I know I have a failed marriage.
I as well. And one thing I know that I did do in my marriage was I allowed outsiders to come in.
Oh.
Because see,
I was just immature.
I was taught. I was that too. I was taught and I saw that kind of love that we're talking about. I saw that in my family.
Right.
I saw that with my grandparents, I saw that with some of my aunts and uncles. I saw that with cousins that are so much older than I am that I refer to them as auntie and uncle.
Right.
I've seen friends, you know, so I know, and I've been around that kind of love. However, and like you said, and like we said,